All right, then, Ed, it's the post-match pint. Liverpool have gone out of the FA Cup at Old Trafford, losing 3-2 to Manchester United. I've got Damian, Kavanagh and Lizzi Doyle with me to talk about the game. Yeah, bit of a tough one to take, Lizzi.
Yeah, I'm coming out of it more optimistic than I was, the last couple of games, the 0-0 in the league, getting beat by Burnley, because I feel like we saw something tonight. We saw a bit of a revival, if you want to call it that. You saw a bit of fight. I think that was down to James Milner playing. I think James Milner was brilliant tonight and made a huge difference. And it's hard because I think that both teams sort of deserve that scoreline in their own way. United fans will sit there and say, well, we deserve to win because of X, Y and Z. While we sat there, we could sit here and say we deserve to win. And it was a close game, if I'm being honest. I thought Liverpool played well. And I also think Liverpool were playing very good football. And I think when Liverpool scored both times, they were on top of the game. And I think that free kick, it was harsh. It was a harsh decision. And it was a great free kick. But then there'll be arguments whether Alisson and the keeper could have done better. But yeah, hard one to take. I did think we were going to win there today.
Yeah, 65% of the ball in the second half, Damian. More shots on target, etc., more corners. Felt like we really sort of turned the screw and went for it. Lizzi says, we played some good football, scored some good goals. Nice to see some fucking Liverpool goals as well. But I don't know about you, mate. I can't reach any other conclusion that we win the game if we bought a fucking centre-half.
100%. 100%.
It's a young lad playing at centre-half who's fucked up. He was a bag of nerves all game. That's nothing on Reece Williams.
No, far from it.
That's on the ambition of the club now.
Yeah, I think so. I think the analysis here has been very good. Liverpool played well. I think they picked the right team. The attitude was good. I think the score could have gone either way. Both teams, it takes two teams to make a good game. I think it was all that. And so you're down to fine margins. And the fine margins were that the young boy who played manfully, don't get me wrong, he quite clearly got a good career in front of him and, wanted to be on that pitch, did all that he could. But it was a real howler, and it was because he's not ready to be in the team yet. And then with Fabinho, who I think has been our most important player of this season, no question about it, he's a bit too eager, and that's his little weakness in his game when he's playing at centre-back, as he wants to tackle like he's in the middle of midfield. And sometimes you've got to hang fire. Now, So if Liverpool had any one of their first three choice centre-backs available today, one or both of those issues could have been resolved, and Liverpool are in the half the next round. So that's the fine margins that we're at. All over the pitch, there was, Trent was trying to get himself back into form by playing hard. So was Firmino. Have you ever seen him run around tackling like that? As much as ever. So there's a lot of good stuff, but people aren't interested in that because the bottom line is results. And the bottom line is that we've been on a bad run, and this would have been a perfect opportunity to stick it to an arch rival and strive forward. And so it is important to look back at the good stuff that we've played today and take it into the next games and improve our position in the league. But dialing back to it, and I said it on a number of shows going back a long time over this season, it feels like that I can't see a team with as many injuries in the same position as us going on to win the league. Now, that might be the right thing for the club to do financially for the future, the sustainability of our challenging in the top two for the next 5 seasons, but right now it's a real sore point, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Lizzi, and I've already used the phrase tough to take. It really is. Because, look, Damian's right, isn't he, that, tomorrow when they go and assess it, when the video lads who work for Liverpool hand their little clips over and all that, a lot of those clips can be positive. A lot of those clips can talk about how, we tore through them at times, how we played some nice football, how Mo scored an absolutely brilliant goal. Some boss old school tackles in there as well, which really got me out my seat. So Milner, who you mentioned, put a couple of them in, and I love that. Sadio Mane, look, I know the fucking rules, and I find it really hard to accept the rules because that's fucking never a yellow card in the football I grew up with. It's a fucking great tackle. But yeah, it's we need to find we found a goal. Now we need to find a win.
Yeah, we do. And I think if that wasn't Man United, if that's West Ham tonight, if that's Villa, if that's someone who's not in as good a form as Man United, I think we would have won there.